Hey, what's going on, everyone? Greg Jenkins here from House Monkey Pod, and in this video, I want to talk about the pipelines feature inside of Keap, also known as deals, also known as opportunities. This is a relatively niche part of the software, so it may not be something your business needs, or it might be the exact thing your business needs, and maybe this video will help illuminate that and give you access to a feature that solves a problem you have been hung up on. So in this video, I want to talk about what the pipeline is, who needs it, how to use it, and I'll make some recommendations for where to go next if you decide it's time to get this set up for my business, or you want to just level up the way you are already using it. Let's jump in. The opportunity section is specifically designed to track an offline process. So the most common scenario is like a sales process, right? If you have a team of sales reps and they are, working with prospects, if they're, calling people and having conversations and setting up appointments and running demos and working their deals through a process, if there's a series of stages that those deals go through en route to becoming a customer, then the opportunity pipeline is a great way to add insight and transparency and accountability and automation to an otherwise manual process. So here's the way this works. I think of opportunities as a vehicle to move a person through that pipeline. So the contact record is its own thing, but then an opportunity record is like a sub-record. I point that out because you could have two opportunities attached to the same contact if you're concurrently trying to sell them a boat and a house, right? Or a retreat event like a mastermind group and a membership, right? If you have two different things that person, that individual is interested in, then they could have multiple opportunities. Or they might have one opportunity in 2017 and a different opportunity in 2022, right? They could be the same product, but two different opportunities because that person was on your radar at two different times. So the opportunity record represents the opportunity to sell them something. And then as you have conversations, as that contact expresses interest or progresses through that journey along the way to becoming a customer, the sales rep or the person responsible for that opportunity who's having conversations and managing that relationship would manually move them from one stage to another. So let's say the stages are like new deal, initial consultation, then there's maybe a nurture stage, and then there's a demo or a closing stage, and then there's a won or a lost stage, right? So your pipeline stages are going to be unique to your business. You can define those and set up the names and the defaults for those stages however you like. But the beauty of this is when you create a pipeline, you then get reporting on which leads you have and how many of these opportunities you have in each stage. So your sales reps can then say, and I say reps plural, but it could be for an individual. Some people use a pipeline just to manage their own workflow. But it gives you insights into how many people you have in which stages, as well as how long they've been there. So if you know that some specific stage should only take X number of days, well, people who have been there for way too long might need your attention, right? And so the benefit of this is it gives you reporting on this process. It helps you identify bottlenecks. And then the last thing is that it allows you to also start and stop automation when a contact enters or exits a specific stage. So if this is largely for offline processes, right? Then you're going to have to tell Infusionsoft when a change happens, right? So if you're on the phone with somebody and they say, yeah, that was a great demo, I'm ready to move forward, you know that, but Infusionsoft doesn't yet know that. So when you update the opportunity record to say, hey, cool, they went from the demo stage to the closing stage, that's great. But what can happen on the automation side of things is we can stop a series of nurture emails that we're trying to get them to watch the demo. And we can start a series of case study emails that are designed specifically to address common pain points that come up at the closing stage, right? Now, you can still continue to engage with them offline, but you have the opportunity to use automation to supplement your offline interaction. So that's sort of the benefit here is you will be manually updating this opportunity record to reflect what's happening in your conversations with them. And then, of course, the automation can work in parallel to supplement that experience for the customer, for the prospect. Yeah. So that's in a nutshell how automation or how opportunities can work. They are not for every business, but I do want to point that out because I have seen them used in some pretty creative ways. The most common scenario is a sales pipeline, but I've also seen opportunities used to track fulfillment. So if you have like a coaching program, right? Maybe the purchase and the journey to buy is entirely automated, but once they sign up, you have to deliver on a set number of like coaching calls or mentoring calls. So you could use the opportunity pipeline to track the delivery of your coaching experience for the different students that you're working with, to keep track of how many people have had which calls, what stage they're in that journey, right? So if you have an offline process of any kind, the opportunity module and the pipeline might be a good way to add tracking, to add insight into it, or to layer some automation into an otherwise manual process.
Okay, so there you have it. The opportunity or the pipeline feature inside of Keap is quite simply a tool for tracking a process. If you want to use the pipeline, you want some foundational training, or you just want to level up the way you are already using it, there are 2 courses inside the Keap Academy platform that you can use to learn more about this particular feature. If you use Keap Pro or Keap Max, you want the pipelines in Pro and Max course. And intuitively enough, if you use Max Classic, the platform formerly known as Infusionsoft, you want the pipelines in Max Classic course. We partnered with Cameron and Renee, respectively, for those courses, 2 good friends of mine and longtime Keap certified partners. So you are in really good hands when you dig into that course content, which is, of course, free in the Keap Academy platform. You can check it out at academy.keap.com. Just log in with your normal Keap credentials and enjoy that content. Thanks for watching.